billion more dollars could be pumped in to save the Cash for Clunkers program, provided the Senate goes along with that this week. But some dealers are worried that the dollars are going to run dry again, and a lot of them who've already made deals won't get the money from Washington.
One of those dealers is Jim Anderer. He's the owner of Island Mitsubishi in New York, and he risks losing at least $45,000 for making Cash for Clunkers deals if he doesn't get reimbursed from the government for all of those transactions. It's so complicated. Good morning to you, Jim.
Oh, hi, Gretchen. How are you?
I'm doing just well today. Now, let me put this out there. First and foremost, this has been good for dealers because this has driven up business and tons of people are coming up taking advantage of this program. However, there is a downside to it. As a dealer, what is it?
Well, the downside to the dealer is it's a very complex program. As you know, it's run by the government, so it's very uncertain whether we're going to get paid or not. There's some dealers out there with over $500,000 out on the street. We have to lay out this money.
Sure.
Okay, and we feel very uncomfortable about it. I've actually stopped doing the deals. I've got 10 burning gas, and I've got $45,000 in jeopardy. I hope I'm going to get the money. I think I'm going to get the money, but I stopped doing the deals.
Yeah.
When somebody comes in for a Cash for Clunkers in my dealership, I try to convert them to a conventional sale, and it works out, in most cases, it works out very well.
Well, the real, Jim, one of the problems with this, doing a deal with one of these clunker things is, in addition to the government website just being completely overwhelmed and not working right, to qualify for the money, you have got to destroy the motor of the car. So if the deal doesn't go through, you are stuck with a hunk of junk.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It can be very disastrous if you don't do this 100% correct. There's actually a $15,000 fine if you screw something up on this. So it's a very tough deal. I personally don't like it. It's great for car sales. I've got a lot of people into the showroom, but there's an inherent expense to the taxpayer. I don't think this is the function of government.
Right, because the taxpayer, basically your neighbor's paying for the car for your next door neighbor, $4,500 because this is taxpayer money. But
well, that's right, exactly. I mean, why should my neighbor pay for a car? And in many cases, it's for the purchase of a Lexus or a Mercedes or a BMW. You know, in a lot of cases, these are not poor people.
Right.
It does nothing to help the unemployment rate. Every dealer I speak to, they're not hiring extra people. To take care of this.
No.
So it does nothing for unemployment.
And also, you mentioned foreign cars, and I know, see, you had a Chrysler Jeep dealership as well that was terminated, even though it was profitable. And now you have this Mitsubishi dealership, which is foreign. But by estimates, do you think this is really going to help American car sales?
I'm sure it's going to help, but in a much lower percentage than the Honda, Toyota stores. Those are the stores that are really going to benefit. I mean, I know some dealers, they're running out of inventory. They've sold so many cars.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just, what I'm against is the government program, the government running this.
Right.
You know, if they prop up the auto industry like this, what about the marine industry? What about boats?
Right.
Yeah. No,
okay. What about appliances? What about washers and dryers?
It's absolutely.
I mean, where does it end?
Sure. Exactly right.
Where does it end?
Where does it end? When we run out of money. Although they'll just print some more.
They just keep passing that on through. We'll have to see what the Senate does today with $2 billion more to keep this program afloat.
All right, Jim.
Yeah, well, you know, they just keep printing it up, so there's no problem.
All right, Jim Anderer out there at Island Mitsubishi in Lindenhurst, New York. We thank you, sir, for joining us live.
Thanks a lot, guys.